A trade war update. The Chinese are buying U.S. soybeans again, but not oil. A little background. Until the U.S. China trade war really started to take hold in the summer of 2018, China had been purchasing more than half of all U.S. soybean exports and was a fast-growing buyer of one of the United States' fastest-growing exports, oil. Last summer, as China retaliated for U.S. tariffs on imports from China, U.S. exports of soybeans and oil all but came to a screeching halt. In August of last year, China accounted for, get this, a measly 2% of all U.S. soybean exports. While soybeans are seasonal, and this is 2 months shy of the traditional strongest export months, Brazil and Argentina are bigger markets and off months for the United States, it was still a sharp and clear signal. Fast forward 1 year. For the month of August of this year, U.S. soybean exports to China accounted for 54% of all U.S. exports. Again, the real telling data will come with the release of October and November numbers. Last October, the United States exported more soybeans to Iran than China. Oil is a slightly different story. In June of 2018, the United States exports of oil to China were a record $1 billion and it trailed only Canada as the leading buyer. In August, September, and October, the total was 0. Those months put a hurt on its ranking, and it finished 2018 in the number 3 position, trailing Canada and South Korea, a large refiner. But the retaliation has continued. Through the first 8 months of 2018, China ranked number 7 for the value of its U.S. oil purchases. Exports are down 54% from last year, including the fact that the total in August last year was 0. But isolating the data to just August of this year, China ranked number 4. Exports topped 444 million. Why the quicker retreat on soybeans? 2 suppositions. First, the Chinese need soybeans to eat, whether directly or when used as animal feed, indirectly. That's not to say transportation and other oil uses aren't vitally important, just that hunger is a little more primal. Second, I think back to a mentor of mine, now long gone. In this wonderful gravelly voice of his, I have no problem with monopolies as long as they're my own. While the United States is a large exporter of oil on the global stage, there are numerous other potential suppliers. That's less true with soybeans at the level China needs soybeans. In the off-season for the United States, China is buying largely from Brazil and Argentina. Again, the world's second and third largest markets. From outside the Beltway and inside the numbers, I'm Ken Roberts, and this has been another episode of Trade Matters. Thanks for your time.